Coachella is a music festival where influencers, big and small, spend thousands of dollars to take a picture and try to get attention with their raunchy outfits. But this year, everybody was getting attention because of the ridiculously long shower lines and the mess for the car campers, and the performances from people like Lady Gaga and Green Day were just horrendous. Bernie Sanders gave a ridiculous anti-Trump speech, and we're going to get into all the details. Please make sure that you are subscribed. These party goers were standing in lines for the shower at 8 o'clock in the morning, and apparently they were covering their mouths because of the stench from the bathrooms, I guess. Oh yeah, they are covering their faces. Man, out there in the hot sun. My goodness. So many of the comments that I have seen about Coachella say the very best thing about this whole music event is that you don't even have to go. Save yourself the trouble. This lady shared her shower experience at Coachella.
This is how you shower at Coachella.
At least they have men and women's bathrooms. I bet the showers in Seacot are better.
6 out of 10. They weren't the worst thing ever. It also, it was a hassle. The water pressure was so hard. Most of it was like a mist, and then there was one little area that was shooting just like a little straight shot. Then there's nothing to put your stuff, so you kind of have to just hang it everywhere. It's air conditioned, so there is wind blowing. So you have to kind of hold the sides of the thing together, or else everything will be showing. But they're free, so yeah, like a 6 out of 10.
On top of the water pressure being messed up and having to worry about other people seeing you, there's also the pressure of knowing that there's a huge line outside and people are probably trying to hurry you up. And so you're working with just a little bit of water trying to rinse off all the soap. I mean, that sounds pretty tough. These bathrooms look worse than any rec center bathroom that I have ever seen, but I guess they're temporary bathrooms. Let me know in the comments, 1 to 10, 10 being the most fun, how fun it looks to wait in this line at 6 a.m. So imagine you're the first one there. You woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get there early and beat the crowd. And that was rush hour, I guess.
Oh my God.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I mean, that is how the lines for the Trump rally in Aurora, Colorado looked. It's so funny, though, that AOC and Bernie Sanders could never get that big of a crowd to show up at one of their rallies, so they actually had to go to one of these festivals to be able to speak to a large crowd. They are trying so hard to win over Gen Z. Here is another shot of this horrendous shower situation.
2 a.m. line for the shower.
Yep. It really reminds me of the Trump rally. That's about right. Jeez. I'm surprised more people didn't bring some type of watering, showering system of their own. Oh my goodness. Why is it so loud?
The whole shower experience took about an hour.
Oh, well, it wasn't that bad for her. It took an hour. I wonder, in line? Well, that's still a long time, waiting an hour in line to go to the shower. But it's not that bad. I mean, I think that a lot of people weren't expecting this to happen. I think that this Coachella was way more packed than the other ones, or something like that. The camping experience was also a mess, and the lines were over 12 hours.
From the Coachella car camping line. We've been here since 7:30.
It's almost 12 hours.
Right now, the time?
Hours?
5. What time is it?
I don't know if you could pay me to do that.
1. We've been here for 12 hours. I've been like this. And we decided to stretch for 12 hours. Send help.
To me, it seems like Coachella is beginning to look like the Fire Festival, which is back for some reason. Or it sounds similar to Beast Games.
What the hell are you doing? We have been stuck in line for nearly 10 hours. We showed up here for camping at 3 in the morning and got in line. It's almost 1 p.m. right now. We still haven't even gone through security, and everyone around us has been here for just the same amount of time. It's 100 degrees outside. People's cars are overheating. They're running out of gas. There are no bathrooms anywhere for us to use. There's staff porta potties people are being denied access to. People who've been waiting there in their car for 10 plus hours.
Ew,
People
that's
have literally
horrible.
been using the bathroom behind bushes like animals, and they paid like
so
over $600 to be here. This whole experience has been so disappointing, and it's been extremely dehumanizing. People are pissed. The news is here. People are fighting and cutting each other in line. Someone in my group got sideswept being cut in line, and another woman literally got hit by a car because she was trying to block them from cutting in front of her. This is a complete shit show.
Wow.
I don't know what Coachella's going to do to fix this, but it better be big.
It definitely sounds like it was completely out of control. Imagine you've been waiting outside in the hot sun, 100-degree weather, or waiting in a car for 12 plus hours, and then you finally get into the festival, and then this is what you see. Bernie Sanders yelling at you to hate Trump.
And the future of what happens to America is dependent upon your generation. We need you to stand up to fight for justice, fight for economic justice, social justice.
The people are attending this, $1,000, some fly private jets. Bernie Sanders goes there as well, I guess, to appeal to the working man and woman, the same senator who owns 3 homes and is worth millions of dollars.
Who let that guy in?
Is so pure, you could crush it up and snort it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is Bernie Sanders captured at Coachella alongside Misfits logo. This is somebody who is trying desperately hard to appeal to Gen Z because Gen Z seems more conservative than ever before. Like, this is not the place for you.
We need you to stand up to fight for justice.
They're like, we are standing, but we're standing for our favorite artists. Can you please get off the stage now?
To fight for economic justice, social justice, and racial justice.
They're like, this is the best moment to give a speech because not only is it Gen Z, but it's all of these influencers who love influencing. And so if you can really inspire them, then maybe they'll start sharing liberal beliefs on TikTok, which I don't think would be very good for anybody's influencing career.
And understand that healthcare is a human right.
Healthcare for illegals. Yeah, Bernie, gender affirming care for illegals. I mean, the most ridiculous thing, if you're like talking to a liberal, is you can say anything, the most outrageous thing, and they'll just be like, yeah, woo, love, sure, yeah, anything goes. But they don't really know what they're saying. They don't really care about it. So Bernie, you can say whatever you want to this crowd of people that are high on drugs. I really don't think they're going to care about it tomorrow morning. Yeah!
I'm here to introduce Claro. Not just because they are a great band, not only because Claro at the age of 13 posted videos on the internet as a singer-songwriter.
He has like all his notes.
Because Claro has used her prominence to fight for women's rights.
He's like, as should you guys, please. Come on, we'll pay you.
To end the terrible, brutal war in Gaza.
Shut
where
up.
Thousands.
Oh my God. All these people at their nice music festival in their expensive outfits are just so concerned about people in other countries, right? I highly, highly doubt that. It really seems like Bernie Sanders was about to say, if you're interested in collaborating or want to get a deal with us, speak to me after the concert and we'll be able to take care of you if you influence for us and you share our ridiculous policies. I mean, I'm sure these influencers would do it if the price was right. I want you guys to see the crowd that Bernie Sanders is yelling to about democracy and fighting for economic economic justice and the people in Gaza. Look at these people. Let me know if you think that they care or if you think that they prefer to make it seem like they care. It's all an act. It's all performative, just like all of these protests are as well. People show up and they do their little dances and they hold their little signs. They don't actually care. They wouldn't do the first thing in actually helping any of these countries, and I highly doubt that anybody in this crowd was. So I don't know what Bernie Sanders was trying to accomplish. All right, I mean, there's just a bunch of bikinis. Looks like some type of Halloween thing. This woman brought her infant. This lady is struggling with their shoe. That is very interesting. I guess she's inspired by Megan Thee Stallion. That woman looks drunk. Bernie Sanders believes that she's going to be a real warrior for them. I guess he thinks that this lady's going to change the Democrat Party. I don't know if Bernie Sanders thinks that maybe one of these people or that guy, I don't know. That guy does look like he is a liberal for sure. I mean, I can imagine that most of them are. This is an event in California. I'm not finding anything very spectacular here. At some point, all of these influencers and celebrities begin to look exactly the same with as much as they try to stand out, they look more similar. I guess the thing about Coachella is people brag about the fact that they even went. I guess because tickets are expensive and really big name celebrities go. And so it's like you're in with the big names if you show up to Coachella and you get a picture with Billie Eilish, or if you see her walking, you can scream Billie and tell all your friends about how she was breathing the same air as you. And then somehow people are going to think that that makes you cooler. To me, it just doesn't really seem like a lot of fun to go to a concert surrounded by people who are very biased or would clap for Bernie Sanders just because he's there. I mean, we had Green Day who dedicated a song to Palestine, and everybody, of course, is just going to clap and go along with it without questioning anything, just because it's cool.
Running away from pain like the kids from Palestine.
Running away from pain like the kids from Palestine. So apparently the Green Day band knows a lot about Palestine. Maybe they're from there. Maybe they lived there. I highly doubt that. No, they just want to be trendy. Listen to what else Green Day had to say.
Well, maybe I'm American.
Maybe I'm a F-word American. I'm not a part of a MAGA agenda. No, how could we ever? And I mean, imagine being in a crowd like that and you are conservative. Whether you believe it or not, there are a lot of conservatives in California. It's looking like a redder and redder state as the years go by. But imagine being a conservative, yet you're around all of these liberals and you just feel so pressured. You have to cheer, you have to be a part of it. And I think that that is the only thing that the Democrats have going for them, is they get all of these celebrities and singers together and to push their agenda. That's why Bernie Sanders showed up at this. They try to shame people into being Democrats. Here we have some more outfits. What on earth is that? This is the thing I'm talking about. For some reason, they think being stylish means being a liberal and so expressive, but it really doesn't. They all just end up looking the same. As I said before, literally all these girls just have the same outfit. It's just like bikinis. Put something weird on your head. Wow, you're special now. You're interesting. You've differentiated yourself by wearing that. Don't you guys feel the same way? Like, it just looks like everybody was shopping off of Fashion Nova. I don't see any true differentiation, because the truth is your natural self, or just the way you are, that is what makes you unique. It just seems like they try too hard. I'm just a hater though. What is that? Jeez. These outfits are very mismatched. It looks like mismatch day in Spirit Week at school. The other thing about Coachella is many of the people who go there to flaunt their wealth with their outfits and try to show off their connections and their influence. And yet the truth is that a lot of them are buying their tickets through payment plans. It says more of half of the general admission tickets are getting payment plans. And I've been seeing seeing some people say, if you have to get a payment plan for your Coachella ticket, then maybe it's not the best financial decision, especially because then after that you show up, you have to wait in line to camp and to take a shower. And then when you get there, you have Bernie Sanders screaming about you, about how you should hate Trump, and Green Day also trying to make you a part of a liberal agenda. Okay. He wants to act all cool for not being a part of a MAGA agenda. And yet he's just a part of a liberal agenda. So I don't really know how he thinks that that's better. And then apparently people were talking about the fact that Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber were on some little go-kart thing, but Hailey was driving around Justin. So she's in the driver's seat while he's in the back having fun with his friends. And I mean, the point that I want to make is who cares? Or like people have been talking about Julia Fox's disgusting outfit because that's what it is. And again, who really cares? But the celebrities go there and they wear these ridiculous things just to get attention and just to make people talk about it. And they're successful at it because here we are. People have been talking about it, but some people actually really do care about those celebrities. It's pretty crazy that a firework misfired and went near a crowd of people and it set a tree on fire.
Something just fucking exploded, bro. You know,
That's terrifying. Oh my goodness. That is not a good idea, especially how hot it is in California. Yeah, probably don't do that. You want to know what is even more fun than going to Coachella is reading a good book or listening to a great Audible or a good seminar on YouTube or spending time with your family or friends outside. I mean, you don't need to spend $1,000 to also go on long walks in the desert like they did, because we can do that just at home as well and have more productive and better influencers than the artists on stage at Coachella. I know Lady Gaga also did a ridiculous satanic ritual during Coachella. But please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you prefer going to church instead of going to a Lady Gaga ritual. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.